everybody, and it's a Swansea day. It looks like it's raining outside. In a world where there is a lot of suffering and everyone is asking why and how they can know peace and hope, there comes silence. But then in the third book of the Bible, the Lord calls out. And he calls out on earth in the tabernacle in the Old Testament. And he says, you can please the Father in heaven in this world. And when you pause and reflect on that, that seems extraordinary. After all, a lot of our suffering is caused by shame of what we have done. It just burns up in us. And we are often angry at the things we've said and the things we've thought and the things we've done. So goodness knows what God thinks of us. And yet the Lord calls out and says, you can please the Father in heaven. And it is through the cross. They were to take a bull, and that bull would become one with them. They would place their hand on the bull, and all the wrong that they had done would be placed on that bull. What's going on there? Well, it's the same thing with you and me, is that Jesus Christ has come, and we can place our hand of faith on him, and all that we have done is placed on him. All our shame, all our guilt, all our anger, all our bitterness, all that God must feel towards us, all that sense of curse. And that bull is then taken, and even when its insides are exposed, the things inside of us are exposed on the cross. And that bull is slaughtered, and then it is consumed with fire, showing each believer there that Jesus Christ was going to come into this world. And all that is inside of us that we feel ashamed of, all that God is angry with, is placed on Jesus. And he is slaughtered instead of us being slaughtered. He dies instead of us dying. And all the anger that he rightly feels on all the things we've done wrong is taken to Jesus Christ on the cross. And all of our sin and all of our guilt and all of our shame is consumed by Jesus Christ on the cross. Say life feels like hell. He literally goes through hell for you on the cross. So that all you've done wrong, all you've said and all you've thought and all you've ever imagined is consumed forever at that moment as you look to Jesus Christ. And the Father looks down from heaven and he is pleased. It's a sweet smelling aroma. That's what the Bible describes it as. He is pleased with you because of what Jesus has done for you on the cross. That's what the burnt offering is about. The Lord has come to earth. And he calls out to you and says, however much you feel cursed, however much you've sinned, God loves you. And Jesus has come to take all of that away so that you can come to the Father who will be pleased with you. You see, at the right time, when we were still powerless, Christ died for the ungodly. God demonstrates his own love for us in this. While we were still sinners, Christ died for us. Since we have now been justified by his blood, how much more shall we be saved from God's wrath through him? Jesus' blood on the cross is the guarantee of our salvation. Place your hand of faith. Trust him. Remember he's taken it all away. And that God is pleased with you when you trust in Jesus. That's the first thing the Lord calls out to tell you in the book of Leviticus. when you come to Good Friday, God can be pleased with you because of what Jesus has done.